The guy kicking him out of the
got kicked out of the bathroom.
Yeah.
for a reason.
What did I do?
I am just.
You can see it on my hands too. I love that little detail.
I was just gonna say, but you didn't get any on the costume. I'm very surprised.
Yeah, especially all that white.
Oh yeah. He's quite efficient.
I've noticed.
Hey, David, can I run a fan theory by you?
Okay.
I read a fan theory online that Terrifier is the devil incarnate. What do you think about that?
That's...
He just drinks water.
Oh my god.
He just smiles.
Are we going to find out who the Terrifier is?
Yeah, eventually.
Maybe.
We offer some clues in part 2.
Sweet.
Is this in any way connected, other than the character itself, connected to All Hallows Eve?
Not really.
Okay.
No.
That's just something I've been thinking about for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no connection between the two.
I will say, you guys did a great. You can't even tell from All Hallows Eve to you, like, you guys nailed it. It was awesome.
Thank you.
I think this movie deserves an
Check this out, Justin.
or horror category.
Oh no! Oh no! That was actually just pudding and pizza dough.
Was it really? Oh, jeez.
And
look, he made art.
Yep.
Art.
So it's safe to say
Shart art.
art has crumbs.
Shard art.
Shart art.
Shart.
I just want to make sure I'm not too far, but she's talking. Is it like her sister?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have a question. Are they like related in real life?
No, just really good casting.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
She reminds me of Salma Hayek a little bit.
Yeah.
Ooh, oh, I
can
see that.
in the
I
eyes and
can
the nose.
see that. Yeah, I never thought of that, but you're right. See, I always thought she was looked a lot like Cecily Strong from SNL.
No,
She
looks even more like Lisa Zane
I can
from
see
Freddy's
that.
Dead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know what you mean, Blake.
Yeah.
I love both of them so much. They're so awesome. All three of them, really. They're great ladies. I never met these two people. I have no idea who they are in real life.
So
I'm
safe
sure
bet
that
they didn't get killed.
She doesn't either.
They're probably like watching this right now, like, how dare he?
Damn, they're
Like,
just gonna get it
I-
on. Let's do it.
But hey,
They're watching my channel. That's awesome.
they had some fun filming.
Like David, did you get to see this stuff be filmed, or were you just on
No.
the days?
Yeah, I was just on the days I was supposed to be on.
I would have just snuck on set and be like, "Hey, could I just watch?"
No,
Sneak up
God, that
and
just
drop
makes
them.
me sound like a perv. Like, can I come watch you make out?
Come on, man, please.
Come on, let me on this set. I want to watch this.
Can we have another take?
I not know this, but
Dang it, I wasn't recording.
I brought it up to David in our interview. He was nominated for Golden Chainsaw for Best Actor for this movie.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Actually, I was nominated for Best Supporting Actor, which made no fucking sense.
Wait.
What?
Yeah,
Oh.
I was up for Best Supporting Actor. I'm like,
Wait, in this movie?
in this movie for the
What the
Chainsaw
hell?
Award. Yeah, I was up
There is
against,
no movie.
what's his name from Hereditary? Alex Wolff, or whatever his name is.
Huh.
I was like, that's one thing. I was like, no, I'm in the wrong category here. Art is not supporting actor in this.
Yeah.
Like, what do you smoke? Because I was up for like best lead actor and a few other like the Fright Meter awards and stuff, which I actually won. You know, I beat out Nicolas Cage and John Krasinski. So.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit!
That was weird. That was very surreal to find out. I'm like,
Holy
what?
shit.
They had a
Yep.
better mind. They had a better mind.
The human
I
Jack
love
Lantern did it
We did that
before
before
Halloween 18.
Cool.
Yeah, I was
did
about to say he did that before
Halloween.
Halloween 18.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we only had one take on that thing because we really lit that thing on fire, and it almost caught on fire.
Look at
Like,
Justin.
big time.
Oh.
There's a
Justin,
sharp
man,
as
that's
dude.
like-
That thing was so much fun to do. That was like, bam. I only had one take. I'm like, don't screw this up, Dave.
In the cheek.
Oh.
That would hurt so bad.
Oh, poor Eric. He actually had to wear
Seriously.
the costume to work that day. He was covered in blood and had to spray
Oh
like
no!
that.
Damn.
Shower. I'm like, oh, dude, I am sorry.
Seriously, she looks like Nev Campbell. This is crazy. Oh god.
Yeah. This prosthetic head that Damien made was amazing. It had layers of muscle and all this other stuff underneath that I did not realize until I started cutting into it, and I'm like, oh my god.
Oh.
It's like, oh shit, is this the actual person?
I was using a real knife actually
Like,
into that. I
Oh,
was
we fucked
No.
up.
stabbing into this thing.
Your eyes is what really gets me. Is that
Yes, it's the eyes, dude.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
wear contacts?
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
wear. You'll actually notice at one point later on in the movie, I don't have black eyes. It's because we only had one pair of contacts, and one night we were filming, they had a rip in them, and I could not wear them because it was just too painful. And so we decided from there on out through the rest of the movie that I would just have my natural eye color just for continuity's sake. And so I don't wear contacts in part 2 either for that very same reason. So I have
Ooh, nice.
do you,
Cool.
do you
Yeah.
normally wear contacts?
no, I
No
can't.
glasses?
Stand,
Okay.
Yeah, I
'Cause
can't
I
stand
was-
them.
I was always curious about how like actors actually do that. Like, if you actually have contacts and you wear them every day, but then you put in fake ones, it's obviously not a prescription, right?
Yeah.
So that's got to be so awkward.
Oh, it's even for me. I hated it because I don't like things in my eyes. I am like the
Yeah.
biggest baby when it comes to that stuff. So I'm just like, they had another pair, but they were more like sclera lenses, so they were bigger on my eyes. So if I
Were they
barely,
hard?
oh god, yeah. And I
Yeah.
would just
Oh.
barely move my eye, and it felt like I had daggers going into my eyes.
No.
And I was like,
Oh.
you can't, because I have to do so much acting with my eyes, and I'm like, I cannot wear these.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, dude.
That's gotta be
I
tough.
can't wear these. And so we just said, okay, let's screw it. Well, we came up with, I mean, we don't actually address it in the film, but there's the point where it actually happens. It makes sense. It's like they just get knocked out of my head. They don't show it happen, but that's what I always say now. It's like, well, if anybody ever raises that up, I'm like, well, see what happened right there. I got hit in the head, so it knocked my contacts out.
I could see Art putting on contacts to try to make his look more of his look, like make look scarier.
Yeah.
Look, it's Emotep the janitor.
Emotep.
Or Darkman in the sequels.
Yeah.
So that's where Michael got his jumpsuit.
David, did being on set on this movie?
Oh, this bathroom actually looked that bad. That
Yeah.
was real. That was not set dressing. That was real. This nastiness is real.
Oh god.
Was this all filmed in the same building?
Pretty much for most of it, but then we had to go to another location because there was some stuff going on with the guy that ran this building. That he was involved in some not too good stuff, and
Oh shit.
stuff happens.
Where's my money?
Yeah,
Life happens.
yeah. I'm not allowed to say what all went on, but it's ridiculous. So we had to go into another
That
location.
toilet.
This was filmed in this building in Trenton, New Jersey, which is just like
Oh
a
man,
really
they
bad
said
place.
that all was real.
That's
all
real.
Damn,
That's all
that's nasty.
real.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like perfect.
If I'm immune to coronavirus, it's because
It's
I.
because
Oh
Yeah,
my
there's some
God.
legitimate butt mud.
Yeah, yeah.
Hold
Some
on,
Vince Halloween Superstore.
Wow.
10,000 square feet.
Never noticed that before. I'm saying Craven.
Miles County. It's a fictional county.
You know, it's perfect.
Here, you'll see this ambulance go by at one point.
Yep.
That was not us. That was an actual ambulance that just went by right when they were filming this, and it was perfect.
Oh,
We're like, oh my
shit.
god, you get that
Did
on
you guys
film?
you shit your pants after it?
Yeah, we're like, oh, that's perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. And
That
she
is so
reacted
badass.
naturally to it too. So it was like, ah.
Huh.
It was like, we got to keep that in. That's perfect. You'll see it in just a second. It's like, oh my god.
Did you pose for that picture?
Yeah. We actually,
Yeah, that was perfect.
Yeah, we
Her
had-
was that her
man.
just reacting to it too?
Oh,
Yep.
she pulled it.
Because that was cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first shot where you see it go by, that was her reaction. Then we actually did some lighting effects, so you got her looking over, so we could really flesh that out better.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that. That smile. So fucking iconic.
There was actually more to that scene where, like, when she screams, I start doing the silent scream back to her and freaking out.
Oh, come on. What are you
Because they show I had a syringe in my hand, and they didn't want to give it away for later on in the film. Yeah, but it was, who knows? Maybe we can do a gag like that again.
That would have been darkly hilarious.
Oh yeah, it's in the like some of the BTS stuff we have on the DVD.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I gotta buy that
it
DVD.
was just something
Same.
I did for fun in a take, and everybody thought it was hilarious. So let's keep that in.
It's exactly the kind of thing that he would fucking do just to mess with them
Yeah.
too.
Oh yeah, he's a bastard that way.
Yeah, he's a real bastard.
Way
Well,
better
this is
than
all fun
Pennywise,
for
though.
him. This is why he enjoys doing this kind of stuff. He's doing it for his own entertainment.
You can tell.
I think that's what makes him scary. He's like, people are like,
Yeah.
why does he do this? Just does it for fun.
You don't
Because
know.
it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think
it's fun
that's
for
more
him, not for me.
scary. That's scarier than someone's doing it for revenge or something like that. He's doing this because he genuinely just enjoys doing it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's messed up.
That's a lot of fucking tires.
See, that's what I.
Those were all there too. It was like, what the? Like, this is just a room full of tires. Let's film this.
And was there actually a homeless person in here that you kept in the movie?
No, I wouldn't be surprised if it was, though. This place is just nasty.
See, okay, I have a question about this. This woman, I don't understand why she's
I don't either.
like. I don't understand.
We'll find out. Maybe.
Maybe not in part 2. We offer some clues in part 2, but we figured out some stuff for her for maybe later on.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she's a more important character than what we realized.
That's
Well, hopefully Emily makes an appearance.
That's the sweet titty milk I've been looking for watching this.
Oh,
Little suckling
good old
information.
Emily. Good old Emily.
Oh god.
Just run.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Excuse me.
No, it's like it's what's going on right now. We know people are kind of stupid when it comes to bad situations. So it's just like you can't like go and look into the stuff that's going on in the world right now. You can't really fault people now in horror films anymore for going upstairs anymore.
You really can't.
Yep.
Yeah.
People are just that dumb.
Yep.
Sadly.
Some people just don't have those.
This is what made me fall in love with Art the Clown. Was this scene?
Yes.
Yeah, that's so funny you say this because when we
Oh.
filmed this scene, I did not understand what Damien wanted. I was like, why am I just standing here frozen like
That fucking jump scare.
Oh, dude.
yeah.
dude,
I was like,
yeah,
how is this freaky? And it's
It's-
before I
no,
got to see the
it's-
playback, and Damien's like, trust me. This is when I learned to trust Damien Leone's judgment on things. So I'm like, okay, fine. Then he did the
Creepy.
playback. I'm like, oh god, that is freaky. Okay, I got you. I see what you're going for now. So like when I read it in the script, I'm like, what the fuck?
What size are those shoes?
Too big.
Too big. And they might
Were they
fit me.
like
You
were
just
they
fall down
normal
the
clown
stairs.
shoes, or did you guys?
Oh man,
Did you guys
yeah. This was
order
actually my very first night filming too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Were the clown shoes like? Did you guys paint them, or did you guys actually have them like made black?
They came that way. I think those are
Yeah.
actually the same ones that Mike Gianelli wore.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah, this has not been the only pair with. I still have them in part 2 as well. Same pair.
Cool.
Still got the hole in the foot.
Continuity.
Yep, continuity. They're falling apart. We've had to like re-glue the sole back on so many times.
I can imagine.
Yeah. This was a lot of fun though to do. I was just like, I love this cat and mouse type of stuff.
Yeah.
David, what would you do in her situation? Like, if you were her right now, what would you do?
I would
Fucking
probably do a
smile.
lot of the same thing, just trying to hide. It's just like,
I think just running as fast as you can and never stopping.
well, that's the
Yeah.
thing. He's locked up the whole entire building.
Oh, that's right, he did.
The real
Yeah.
question, would any of you try to fight him?
Dude,
Fuck no.
David, how tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
Yeah, fuck
Fuck
that.
no.
I'm only
These
5'6", dude. I would die.
I'm
two
6'1".
ain't-
Now I know that.
I'd look him in the eyes and hug him. You need
That-
a hug.
All he needs
Then
is
he'd stab you right in the back.
all he needs is the hug.
Right there. Can I help you kill somebody, please?
Yeah.
Just
Please don't kill
smiles
me.
at you.
I'll
Would
do
it be
anything,
like a meta
sir.
thing though, if you were going up against Art.
It'd be like in Wes Craven's New Nightmare when Freddy was going after and Robert Englund was having the nightmares about Freddy. Yeah. No matter how he felt.
Hey, Kipping.
I
Like
love
he's
the
really
suspense.
gone. Like
You
he
guys film
just
this in a
get-
real junkyard, or is this still the building?
It's still the building.
It's all in the building. It's like, yeah, it's just like this weird conglomerate
Gotcha.
type thing. I don't know.
I always
We
thought
never
they-
really established what type of building it is. Because this is actually the building. It's just like all this crazy shit was in this building.
No shit.
It's like, I think it was being used as a chop shop. I'm serious. That's why all these cars were in there and stuff like
Huh.
this. I think they're using this as a chop shop. Ominous music.
Like, what a dick. Just like into her leg.
Oh,
Literally just ripping into her leg.
Oh,
yeah.
Just
Oh,
how you
right.
holding on, bud.
He's just getting the
This
shit in
actually
there.
has one of the worst thing. My biggest regret in the whole movie happens in this scene where you see me choking her, because at one point it looks like I'm doing a force choke on her because
yeah.
I thought right there, yeah.
I noticed
It's
that
like
too.
it's because I thought they
it's
were
like-
filming from the face up, so I wasn't doing a real choke on her there,
Yep.
just so I could give her a break.
Yeah.
And so they did those close-ups of her face that were supposed to be the choke. So it
Hey,
you
whenever
saw
he
my
had-
hand around there.
Yeah.
And I did a real choke then, but those weren't apparent for one reason or another. They weren't usable, so they had to go with that take so it looks like I'm doing the force choke. And I'm like,
Even when he gets stabbed, he doesn't even make a noise. I love that.
yeah.
He's like a mime, like especially with the black and white aspect as well.
He is not a mime. He's a silent clown. Not say he's a mime. Mimes do not use props. That's the difference.
I'm a
between
mime.
and a silent clown. And it's
Dude,
pantomime.
mimes don't talk.
Okay. They do when they're off duty.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good shot.
Said
So,
duty.
technically, he would be called Art the Mime.
Yeah, exactly. I've had this argument with you. I've had people flat out argue with me, like,
Seriously?
"No, he is a mime." I'm like,
No, he's not.
I actually play the guy. I can play.
I am a clown.
I've done my research. He is a silent clown.
Would
And
you-
same thing is like,
Actually,
Would you
Emmett
agree
Kelly
that he-
Jr. You know?
Would you agree that he kind of looks a little like a jester almost too?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was purely
Okay.
intentional. It's like
Okay.
Damien Baselov has looked both on like Freddy Krueger and the Joker.
Cool.
Huh.
You can, definitely see the Joker and the chin too.
and
Yep.
the nose.
And the
Nose
smile
too, yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, I saw in your cover photo on Facebook. You make a good Joker.
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Oh my god, I'm geeking out.
Oh, sorry.
Whoa.
You know, yeah.
Oh, I love
So,
playing the Joker.
David, I have a question. So you're a fan of Joker, right?
Of course.
So how would you feel like, and how would you Like, if you got the opportunity to play Joker, how would you like portray it? Like, either animated series or live action?
I would definitely want to do it live action because I've always wanted to do a live action version that is actually a true depiction of the comic book version of the character. Because all the live action versions are not the comic book version of the character. The closest one that ever came to the comic book at the time was Cesar Romero's version back in the '60s. That's what I want to do. But I'm like, my version of the Joker is like I kind of blended a lot of the versions together of like Ledger and Hamill and Romero, especially.
I still think Hamill has one of the best voices.
Yeah, I would say my version is closest to Hamill than anything else, though, because I think he's just the best version out there. It's just like you just can't beat his version. It's just like he truly encapsulated who the Joker is from the comic books and brought it to life just as his voice. And he's amazing.
Oh, Sally the Weasel Balustra.
What's really interesting is like going back and like watching the first episodes of the animated series and hearing his version of the Joker then to where it is in the Arkham games. You see how far his voice has come.
Yep.
Yeah. Because the version he just sounds like almost like a regular guy.
It was so dark. I loved it.
Oh yeah, it's just like it's so guttural in those games. Where
and wasn't there? I never played the Arkham games, but wasn't there one where he was almost like sick and dying?
Yeah, that was number 2.
And like, dude, when he was like coughing and oh my god, dude, it was amazing.
Yeah. That was fun to do. I love doing that. That's actually my cousin's band that he's listening to on his. He also heard their band in the diner scene too.
Oh Lord, we're almost to that point.
Yeah, see, we don't want to give away the syringe.
No, we don't.
No. Ow, no.
Justin's freaking out.
I can feel the shivers going down my body right now. I hate needles.
He's freaking out now? Okay.
Wait.
Oh, dude. Oh, okay.
This was filmed over a course of months because we had to film all Jenna's stuff first because she had to go film the Bye Bye Man. And that was filmed. Jenna's stuff, everything showing Jenna was filmed in New Jersey. Everything showing Catherine was filmed on Staten Island. And it was like 20 degrees that night. We filmed all that stuff with Catherine, which was miserable for her.
I love how he fucks with her here.
Yeah. Well, I did so many different takes of this. I did some comedic takes, and then I did some just creepy, scary takes.
Yeah,
I give them all kinds of options. There's like this one thing I had in my bag of tricks. It was this long pole that had this like big, huge like metal spike on it. You can kind of see it there, and I treated it like a golf club. So I was doing the whole like what's his name? The old
Happy Gilmore.
Not Happy Gilmore for the Bob Hope type of routine.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I was doing it towards her kneecaps, like I was gonna like just go into her kneecaps with it.
Oh.
He's terrifying her here.
But they thought it was too comedic, so they're like, well.
If the price is right, Happy.
Yeah.
Price is wrong, bitch.
It's all in the hips.
You're gonna get it,
Bobby. Oh man.
I just love how throughout the movie the costume just gets progressively dirty and bloody. Yeah. I love it.
That was a bitch to do too. Continuity.
Attention to detail was amazing in this movie.
Oh, trying to sync up all the blood splatters is like the biggest pain in the ass.
I can imagine. Because blood splatters are just random.
Because we didn't film it in order, and we only had like I think one costume at the time, or maybe 2 costumes, so we had to keep going back and forth, and we'd have to wash them and clean them, and then we had to put blood back on to try to match it up as best as we could.
Yeah.
And that's the problem we have in part 2 as well. It's just like the blood splatter continuity is a pain.
So when I first seen this,
that was a real saw. So that was very unnerving having to get that close to her throat like that.
Yeah.
I kind of have like a little bit of a Texas Chainsaw Massacre feel, but
it's like
more demented though. If that
and
makes sense.
I have to admit, you'll see something fall down from the ceiling at one point, right in just a few seconds. That was real.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Yeah.
Here we
That was
go.
real. Like, oh my god, the ceiling's falling down. Shit.
How did you guys?
There's a girl upside down, and it's like shit's falling down.
Yeah.
How did y'all film the scene because of how gory it actually ends up being?
What's that? I'm sorry.
How did y'all end up filming the scene because of how gory it ends up being?
We had to film it like 30 seconds at a time because we would only let her hang upside down for like 45 seconds. So we would have to film it in small spurts, which was a pain in the ass. It was just like, and she was so miserable. I could tell, and it was.
You said it was 20
so
degrees when
cold.
they did this?
Yeah, 20 degrees, no heat.
oh my god.
Yeah, this would definitely be a pain in the ass and cooch.
Yeah.
No doubt about that.
I mean, that blood would go into her
That's
nose
just-
and
Something else.
eyes, and it was just. But she was a
I
trip
love
because she knew exactly what.
I love
the
that
scene was
part when you
gonna be.
look back.
Oh
and
yeah,
you
when
open
he
your
looks
eyes.
back, yeah.
It smiles, just like.
Hi. Oh, and those intestines were so nasty because it was just sausage casings filled with fat. But we were
Yeah.
supposed to originally film this,
They
and
rotted?
we had to postpone filming for 2 weeks because that room was flooded. But our DP forgot to refrigerate those intestines for those.
Oh.
Left them in his garage, so we opened them that night. We're like, ah!
God.
It was.
nasty.
We were all trying not to puke on set that night. It's a good thing we didn't film
So-
with sound that one night.
At any point in this, like filming these kind of scenes, did you ever like in your mind say like, "Holy shit, what the fuck am I doing?"
Oh yeah, especially that night.
Like, yeah, like does it take like does it really mind fuck you? Or is
Not
it, like,
really.
no-
You kind of, because you know it's all coming and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I'm more concerned about making it just look right and everything like that, and also
Yeah.
making sure my co-stars are comfortable because you know I have to do horrible things to them, and I always feel so bad. I'm always like I think that's probably the one thing that's so funny is like on set, like I'm doing these horrible things. They say cut, and I'm soon just going, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?" It's just gotta look so weird when I look like that with all that
Question.
blood on me. I'm like, are you okay? Oh
I
my
had a
God.
question.
Yeah.
Was that kill based on anything?
It's based on a medieval torture device, torture method
Wow.
that Damien discovered.
Because I thought I saw like a crime scene photo of something similar to that,
Nah,
but I couldn't remember.
was Art the Clown upset that he didn't get fully through her head?
Nah, because that would make it hard. You know, do something he
Oh,
does
yeah,
later
'cause like
on
I said-
that should be
David,
so-
just your face, like you're just walking.
I love it, man.
Dude, I'm telling
So
you, there's
badass.
some points in this movie that make me fucking crack up.
this
It's amazing.
this board that she uses was a real board. We had a fake one, but the dowel in it broke right before we filmed, so I had to really trust in her on this scene because I was like, she had us do what she was doing inches from my face, and I'm like, oh my God.
So she actually hit you? Or no?
No, she came. I mean, it was maybe like 3 or 4 inches away from my face when she's swinging like that, though. So it's like that was very unnerving. And we would have to do the take over and over again because I would flinch or something like that too soon.
He looked at me
Like
what the fuck?
anticipating it?
It's hard to do when you know that thing is like it's a real wooden board coming at you full tilt like that. You're just like, oh God.
Yeah.
I love spitting that blood out. That was fun though.
I love the dark blood in this too.
Yeah, it was tasty.
I like the whole like lighting and like the camera
The
angles
blue,
and shit.
yeah, the blue.
Yeah.
Atmosphere,
I
man.
just love this part that's coming up right here.
Yeah.
I love this part so much.
She
We're like, we're
fucking
gonna
around.
piss some people off.
Oh yeah.
Backup gun.
The first time I saw this, I was not expecting that at all.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Not at all.
It felt so badass to do that.
Yep.
That was a fun night for me.
Now, would you say
David,
is that
when
just
they-
a toy or is that Art's last resort?
That's his last resort. He has his
Okay.
contingency plans.
I'm pretty sure he
He
likes
was
like
just-
the slow kind of deaths. Like he was
Yeah.
doing,
Yeah.
sawing her in half.
He was trying to mentally break her, and he just realized he couldn't do it, so he was done playing with her. And she was like, "You're no fun anymore." Bye.
That makes sense now. Thank you.
Yeah. But you know, it's like he uses a gun like a slasher.
But he's-
would.
Yes, but he still tortures her with the gun,
Yeah.
which is
It doesn't go for the killing blow right away.
No, he lets her suffer.
Oh yeah.
He definitely makes her suffer.
Yeah.
I will tell you though, like,
She gets shot 6
hang
times.
on. Yeah.
6 times.
I shot him 6 times.
See, I wasn't expecting that because I thought she.
I was not expecting this. I thought she was going to be the one that survives at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I
Little
was
girl.
like, what? They okay?
Ends up killing her.
Yep.
Oh, that's badass. It's reminiscent of Psycho, which is actually
Yeah.
really scary.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, she was great. I love Puya. She's like, I love what she did with this character. She's the most fabulous looking homeless woman too. It's just like we tried our best to ugly her up, and it just was like we can't make her.
She's still beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say she's really
And I
pretty.
will also
It's
tell
like,
you
is
something
she
that's going to
homeless?
surprise you. This is
I love
going to
how
really surprise you.
how he's just
That
Puya
sorry.
is actually a transgendered actress.
No shit.
Interesting.
Yeah, she's openly transgender. Yeah. I didn't even know that for a while, and I was
I
like,
didn't even
"Holy
know."
Shit. Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah.
I love how pissed off Art looks when the gun's out of bullets.
He's like, motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Like son of a mother, ran a little.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Gotta reload.
And then unload.
And here comes Big Sis. Here I come to save the day. Or not.
What do you think so far, Justin?
I liked him more than I thought I would.
Don't worry,
gory
guys.
as fuck.
I got a
okay.
screenshot of.
I love that high
Justin's
angle of the
reaction.
hallway.
Oh yeah, you guys send that to everybody.
Yeah, I got a little screenshot of Justin's reaction when he experienced the split in two.
Oh,
That's gonna be a Renaissance painting.
And that was practical. That was practical when you cut her in half.
Was that everything?
yeah, that was all practical. Yeah.
Holy shit!
Nice.
And
Yeah,
this
we-
is why
We
practical
made
shit's
a
better.
full body cast first. Fun thing was too when they did the whole full body cast of her, she got stuck in the mold because they didn't have
Oh,
enough
no.
fixing agent on her.
Oh,
So they almost had to take her to the ER, but they had to slowly pry her out of it. So that was probably the worst Brazilian anybody could get.
Oh god.
It's like, oof.
Okay,
Oh.
Catherine truly suffered for this film.
this part. So
So that's
three.
Art texting, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's a crafty little bastard.
oh yeah.
He's smiling. He knows what he did. He knows what he did.
Oh, okay, yeah, obviously. So.
He's like a toddler that like did something bad and just looks at you right before he does it.
I've been a bad boy. This is actually my idea. I
This is the
thought of
best.
this. I was like, Damien's like, well, we'll do it if we have time to do it, and we actually did.
Do you actually have that selfie?
Yeah, I sell it at conventions and stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool.
man.
Oh,
If I ever get a chance, I will
Yeah.
gladly purchase that.
I'll
Gladly.
purchase one too.
What would Art's Snapchat look like?
He'd be a brony.
Send knife pics, please.
I'd be like hashtag clowning around or something.
I've just noticed that he has got this whole thing about disfiguring faces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Maybe he's I don't know, this is wild theory. Maybe he's insecure about his own. So he fucks up everybody else's.
Is
Maybe
that
we'll
like,
explore that one day. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, I want to see you play the Joker.
The hand just going like.
I want to see you play the Joker.
Is the whole
Oh,
face thing like? Is that going to be explored in Terrifier 2, or can we get?
No,
into...
we don't address it in Terrifier 2. I'll say that.
Okay.
There's 7 movies.
Is there any? You don't have to answer this, but costume changes or like differences to Art? Maybe.
Maybe at one point in the movie, I'll say that.
Does what happened?
It's one of these things I want to see a Funko figure made of. When I wore this costume, I freaking loved it. I will
Does what-
say that.
End of the movie affect Art at all in Terrifier 2?
Oh, big time. Big time. I see this more as like art's origin in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
The second one?
No, this one.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Second one, he's more evolved.
Mm-hmm.
So this one and All Hallows Eve have nothing whatsoever to do with each other.
Nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing. Who knows? This might even happen before All Hallows Eve.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh.
who knows? Maybe one day we
okay,
can like
okay.
link them together or something like this. But I see this as being,
Retcon.
Yeah, to me, it makes sense this would happen before.
yeah.
I mean, the only thing I think that would be a problem with that is his face, because it's normal towards the beginning of LZ, but it progressively gets more monstrous as the movie goes on.
But that could be different parts, you know, because
it'd be a slight little thing that they could do, but I can see it happening.
That's the All Hallows Eve is different, videotapes and stuff like that. So those could be from different time periods.
Yeah.
Of his
Is this the lead
evolution.
singer from Eiffel 65?
And nighty night.
I'm blue, dabba dee, I just died.
Hammer time. I had so much fun doing this to this phone too.
I can imagine.
Giggling so much on set.
Is it an iPhone?
Yeah. Thank God they took the battery out. This was just fun. It was just like,
it looks fun.
Like, destroy the phone, and it just starts flying everywhere.
I love the music in this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Wiley did an excellent job.
Oh, I forgot to say.
He surely captured that sound of like the movies from back then.
Oh no, it's been dull now.
I forgot to say when the title card comes up, that score that hits is perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're scaring me now.
You're scaring us.
She's got bleach. It's okay.
That's very prominent. Great value.
Get rid of
Is
that
it great value too? It is great value.
She's been injecting it.
Oh God.
That random thing.
It doesn't actually say bleach. It says blech. Comment on its surroundings.
I know that one bottle of bleach is not going to be enough for this entire building.
Oh,
dude, you're right. You're right.
Oh,
dude. That totally looks like a chop shop.
Yeah. Like I said, all of that was just there. None of that is set dressing. None of that was added.
That was a Mercedes, wasn't
now
it?
that hallway right there, that's on Staten Island. This place called CV Mental Hospital. These are the TB tunnels that they brought all the TB patients after they died.
Oh, no shit.
Oh damn.
Yeah, that's where underneath the ground, so they didn't have to bring them out amongst all the people.
Is
that
that
place
place haunted?
freaky.
Is it haunted? Right?
Oh, it's very haunted.
Ghost hunters.
I went down there one night. Oh, I don't know. But I mean, I went down there one night when they were on set with Samantha, and it was myself and our makeup girl, and we decided to go explore the tunnels like 2 o'clock in the morning. We just had flashlights on our phone. I'm in full costume and makeup too.
Oh, can you imagine some
tunnels that we were filming in?
Fucked with them.
And all of a sudden, we heard like this about 10 feet in front of us, like someone shuffling around, and this female voice mumbling to itself.
No.
And we're like, no, fuck that. Nope.
Even Art ain't gonna fuck with that.
Yeah, because like security would go through every single night and sweep everything, make sure no one was down there, and so they would lock everything up, and so there's no way there would have been anybody down there.
Is it like a historical building or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's an abandoned mental. They use some of the buildings there.
What's it called?
Seaview Mental Hospital.
Seaview?
Seaview, like yeah.
Okay.
And it's in Staten Island.
I'm gonna look that up.
That's freaky.
I didn't initially hear you say mental. I thought you said hospital.
Yeah.
Mental hospital. That's cool.
David,
when I go back to New York City, I got to check that out.
Oh yeah, it's freaky.
And while you were in full costume and makeup, did you ever fuck with somebody off set?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah, like, especially the night that we're at the pizza parlor when I had to do all those exterior scenes. You know, people are driving by on the street all the time, so I was just stand out there and wave.
I was hoping you did something like that because I've heard like Derek Mears scared the shit out of the guy In the beginning of
there was the
2009.
one night when they were filming Jenna's death, where these two women were having an argument right outside my window, and I was waiting to go on. And I went and I was watching the whole fight, forget how I looked, and they see me in the window. I just wave at them like, "Hi!" Go running off. And like 10 minutes later, Damien and our producers come in. They're like, "Hey, Dave, we got some people out here that want to meet you." And I thought, because at the time they were our producers doing another film with Tom Sizemore, so I thought maybe Tom Sizemore had come by the set to see us or something like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Awesome!" So they told me to wait outside those like garage doors that rolled up, and they're like, "Dave, come on out." And so I come out, and I come up, and my butt just puckers because it's about 10 or 15 of New Jersey's finest in full-on riot gear.
Oh my God!
They got the assault rifles, everything, like they're ready to go to war. That. And I squeak out this, "What's up, guys?" And they just start
The least intimidating
silence
voice
for like 10 seconds. So I'm like starting to sweat. I'm like, "Oh shit, I'm about to die." And then they just start laughing. They're like, "Yeah, it's okay. It's like, if you come out first, though, we would have shot you on sight." And I'm like,
"Oh my God,
dude! Did you start the clown pandemic when everyone started dressing up like clowns?"
This guy did. This guy right here, Mike Lee, his company, Fuzz on the Lens. They were the guys that started the whole entire clown thing.
No,
what the fuck? You were joking, weren't you, Michael?
He's the guy that dressed up and stood out in public and freaked people out.
No,
Clown says he did it first. No. He did it back in 2014.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Anybody else? That's one of my favorite Easter eggs about this film.
That's fucking cool.
Wow.
And his brother plays the bald-headed cop, and their other film partner plays the other cop, Steve. Steve and Jason. Yeah. They're working on Terrifier 2 as well.
That's cool.
Nice.
Like, you were joking. You were joking, Michael. You didn't expect an answer.
No, I didn't. I was literally just like, holy shit.
Yep, that's the guy.
That we just saw with him down there and her hugging him and him sucking his thumb. Can you tell us like what that could mean?
It's him fucking with her, I guess.
Yeah, he's basically fucking with her, but who knows? Maybe you'll find out more about it later on.
I always like just like a child stuck in a man's body searching for somebody to comfort him. That's what I took from it.
Yeah.
He
knows how to get in people's heads and how to lure them into situations.
He's a real mindfucker like Freddy Krueger.
Does Art the Clown live in this basement?
Oh yeah.
No, he doesn't live in this place.
Okay, because I thought it was like at some point when she started hugging him and stuff, there was one point where I was like, oh, well, maybe he lives here too with her.
Yeah.
And then he
that would have been something. Imagine walking in on that, like no context or anything.
Sausage.
That would be horrible.
Sausage.
I mean, walking in, because I imagine like she's known her since she was a little kid. Like that's her sister's best friend, so it's just like I can imagine how traumatic that would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is the same actress that did the beginning or the okay.
The one that watched the two people making out.
Yeah, this is basically this whole movie's a flashback. So it's kind of like The Killing Joke, where it's that one bad day that reduces the most sane, rational person to lunacy.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
What happened?
That's the true plot of Terrifier.
The whole
scene what makes a good person go crazy
happened to her face.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, spoiler.
Yeah.
Not really a spoiler, but
Yeah.
This scene though.
Oh, it's fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Was this fun to film?
That floor was nasty.
Oh.
I was covered in black crap.
Was you uncomfortable at all doing this?
I was cold. I think the crew was more uncomfortable because they had to see me like this.
I mean, I can imagine.
Okay,
Got-
so was the wig in the bag?
Huh?
Was the
No.
hair in the bag?
No, that's her hair. I scalped her and put her hair on my head.
Oh, I guess I didn't see that.
Did you have
Those are her boobs, and I also am wearing
Yeah.
her JJ.
No.
Yes.
What the
The
fuck?
fuck out of her.
Oh,
That's actually
you
where they used a
are.
little bit of CG in the film because they had to digitally remove my cock
Aw.
sock that I was wearing underneath. I had this bright white sock on because I didn't think. Damien just told me to bring a sock, so I brought a bright white sock to set. He's like, "You should have brought a black one." I'm like, "You racist." It's like, yeah, we actually filmed two versions of this scene too. The other one I used the baby doll Emily, and I was using her like a puppet to tell me where she was hiding and stuff like that.
Dang.
I was like, like she's talking to me and pointing out where she's hiding and everything.
Alright, so I apologize. I guess I never really saw that you scalped her. So I always thought that you had the wig in your bag.
No,
so
that's her. That's my victim's scalp.
Okay, that's awesome.
So this is art.
Well, we know that Dave makes a pretty girl.
Oh, yeah. Someone did one of those little app filters on me recently, and I looked just like Aubrey Plaza. I was like, whoa.
Hey, don't give us any ideas now.
I know, that was like freaky.
What did he
you
do
guys
with
shoot the eye hole there?
question?
Yeah, that's actually Damien's eye that you see in the eye hole.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how did you guys actually shoot that?
Put a camera inside the closet.
So it's literally just okay. That's fucking crazy. It's
Yeah.
so defined.
Yeah. They literally just put the camera inside of there, and I shook it around and stuff like that.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
What's up?
I love his actual name's Mike.
Anytime anyone does a shot like that, like where it's like in a closet, it reminds me of that thing when Freddy pops out in the remake and just
yeah.
I was thinking more like in Nightmare on Elm Street 2, whenever you see Freddy's eye through the body through Jesse's mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which that was actually a girl, the girl's eye, and that's Freddy in that movie.
So we have a lot of little homages to other films.
Yeah.
For us. I always say like art is basically an amalgamation of every single slasher villain that came before him.
That's
There's
awesome.
a little bit of every single one. Like there's a little bit of Freddy, Pinhead, Jason, Michael Myers, Chucky, Leatherface, all those guys.
There's
a little bit Chucky.
I love Chucky.
Pinhead,
Yeah.
Yep.
It's got his different sensibility, all those sensibilities. It's like he's like the ultimate horror fanboy.
Jason's brutality, definitely.
He's got this cannibalistic,
Yeah.
qualities that Leatherface has. Wears people like Leatherface.
Yeah.
It was definitely like made by a fan. Like a lot of fans were like in this. Like, fans of horror films.
If I was designing a killer, I'd want it to be like art. Just really severely fucks with people.
Well, that's the thing. Damien's like the ultimate horror fan himself. I mean, he's named after Damien from The Omen. Literally.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's why he was named that way. His mom loved that movie so much. He was watching horror films when he was like 3 or 4 years old, and he's like an encyclopedia when it comes to this kind of stuff. It's just so he made the film that he wanted to see.
I think that we all probably started early with our horror love.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whenever I just turned 4 and I got to go watch Freddy vs. Jason in theaters.
Yeah.
Like it was like a month after it came out. That's how early I was.
That
when
makes
I started.
me feel old. You were 4. Man, I was in college. Oh wait, no, I was out of college by that. Oh man.
I was 7 in 2009 when Friday the 13th remake came out.
Oh, don't tell me this.
That's why they call me Dad. I've been watching horror since 1986.
I love doing this scene.
Oh,
this is my favorite kill in the movie.
You stabbed Emily in the head too.
You guys just talking about age?
Yeah.
How old are you, Dave?
Yeah. I'm 40.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm 20.
I'll be 37.
Oh,
I love it. The splurt.
such a
It just rips
Has
it off.
Oh.
that was fun to do.
That looked fun to do.
It
Yeah,
looks like Tom Savini.
it kind of
Kinda
does.
does, yeah.
Which is perfect homage too, because like that's like Damien's like
It's all
idol.
practical, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like Tom Savini, dude.
That really does look like. I never really thought of that, but you're totally right. Like Michael really looks like Tom Savini there.
Did they all leave?
Yeah.
Now, was that a cast of the actual actress?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh yeah, he still has it. I think.
I just since we're on clowns and stuff, the only thing I hated about It Chapter 2, the new one, was they went too much CGI.
I totally agree.
I hate like the first one,
especially with the
first
old
one
lady
was good.
coming out and chasing
Yes.
her. I'm like,
Thank
that would have been.
Yeah.
I
Thank you.
laughed at
That
that
was-
because it looks so cartoonish.
It does.
It was. Now, did you? I didn't mind when she was walking and all you saw her legs and stuff.
Yeah.
But as soon
That
as
was
you
cool.
saw her face, it was like,
It looked
What
like
the
a cartoon.
fuck?
I was like, no.
yes.
To me,
I
That
commend
always freaked me out.
They rushed that movie, I think.
The
A lot,
fucking-
I think.
Well, there's the jigsaw. There's the.
I
little-
love this
dude,
part.
okay, David.
This is probably our
David.
most fun night on set. I think we were just
David.
all laughing way too much.
I have to. I saw some behind the scene footage. Can you sing Queen Bicycle right now?
I was doing like the bicycle. I was doing
I
like
want to ride my bicycle.
I want to.
I want to-
And
But
the crash in
thought-
this is a real crash. That really happened. That was real. They decided.
I've ridden one of those before,
Oh my god! I
and
fell
they're
off my
hard
bicycle.
as shit to ride.
It
I don't know
especially
how
when you
you did
have
it with the
giant
clown
waffle
shoes.
stompers on your feet like I did. And I'm tired of people saying it's a tricycle. Like, no, that was a bicycle. I didn't have training wheels. I have.
I will
wheels.
say though that
I'm not like
every
that
time
Billy
I
the
watch that
puppet.
scene now, every time I watch that scene now, I'm just gonna think of you singing Queen.
Oh yeah, we were delirious that night. It was just like we were so giddy. I think we had to do so many takes because we were just laughing so much. And then I'd fall, and I'd just make everybody laugh more. I was like, there were times where I would just
I love
randomly just fall sideways.
that shot. I love that shot with the wheels.
Yeah.
spinning.
That was a really cool shot.
How many hours do you think you spent on set a day?
Oh, I would say between like 12 to like 18 hours.
Damn.
Jesus.
Yeah. Most
But
of
you
that
get
in makeup.
breaks, obviously.
Well, the
Wow.
hard work definitely shows up.
Yeah, also a lot of sitting around and waiting.
Yeah.
Those
How-
are training
I-
practice.
How long did it take for y'all to finish the movie?
Like filming wise.
Well, we started in 2015, like the fall of 2015, and we first wrapped in like spring of 2016. But we came back and did some reshoots. Like we added that scene with the decapitation of the exterminator. Oh, this room right here is where they burned the bodies of the TB patients. We actually found human
Jesus.
bones in this room.
That's
Those are the
fucked up.
fetuses. Yeah.
And the walls
And
actually
she
look
really
like
did
that.
this with the cellophane. That was she. It's like, ugh.
It's okay.
This room was nasty. This was like, who am I breathing in this room?
Yeah.
Asbestos.
It's actually the same room we did Catherine's death in too.
Huh.
But yeah, she really did that with the cellophane over her face.
That's impressive.
Yeah, multiple times too. I felt so sorry for her.
Holy
She had a
shit.
signal for me. She would just slap the shit out of my hand if she couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
So
Like
I
that.
had some bruises on me. Yeah. Yep.
Dude,
That's like right when they like, okay, cut. But it
I don't
looks
know.
like she's really just like trying to defend herself. That was her signal to me, like, stop. I'm
I
like,
don't know
okay.
if my mind would let me do that.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, she really had to do this, and she went full out.
Like a fucking champ.
Yeah. I love this whole like what.
He
the
looks
hell?
really
I had to
inventive.
think of something to do to kill the time of her finding the spike. So I'm like, okay, what would Art do?
Oh,
Right.
He'd
in
get
the
pissed
Oh,
car.
and the
and
bird.
offended, actually.
This bird was an outtake. Me flicking her off. That was totally an outtake.
That wasn't
I
part
was
of the
just
No,
goofing
it's
around. She had to
perfect.
come back and do it again. They're like, the crew laughed, and Damon was like, "Well, let's keep this in."
No, it's
I love
perfect.
it.
Yeah. It's like I love when we have those little happy moments, happy accidents, where it's like,
Yeah,
oh, well,
yeah.
let's just keep that. We have some of those in Terrifier too as well. We're just like, oh, well, that was a cool idea. Cool, we'll just keep it. That worked really well. I did this really good fall in it, and I'm like, well, that's the take we're using. We can't do better than that. I'm like, oh, thank God.
Can't do better than the real thing.
Fall, guys. I don't want to do that again.
Yeah.
I'm blue.
That's actually a body double.
That's a really good body double.
Yeah. That was we found a different actress that had to fill in for because that's when she had already left us to go to
Yeah.
The one in the chair.
Bye Man. Yeah, the one in the chair.
I've never known.
Yeah,
I slightly tell.
I thought it was just.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
I thought for sure she would have been Final Girl.
Yeah, me too.
Yep. We pulled a psycho there.
Damn right.
Yep.
I respect that a lot.
Hell yeah, for sure.
And this fucking thing, this little weapon
Dude,
just got.
this
Fun
shit is. This
fact:
is brutal.
the rope on there is not rope; it's supposed to be human hair from his victims.
Oh.
Yeah.
Even better.
I say
And
his
it's like-
flail is his signature
Oh,
weapon.
God. Yeah. And it is unique.
Yeah. This is
Like Jason's.
It's scalpels, right?
yeah. Scalpels, blades, scissors, everything.
Like Jason's got his machete, Leatherface has got his chainsaw, Michael's got his knife, Freddy's got his razor glove, Clown's got his flail.
Yeah.
Or Art's got his flail.
Flail hair.
Also, the I intentionally wanted the lamp to go around like that because I wanted to make an homage to Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Because that's where the
Thank you.
phrase "bumping
Thank
the
you.
lamp" comes from.
I was thinking Friday the 13th.
Yeah,
The
no, that was,
babies,
Oh,
the
that's
babies
cool.
in our group might not know Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
yeah.
Hey, now.
I do.
Just 'cause-
I-
yeah,
There's
no.
a scene in Roger Rabbit where
Oh,
Roger
I
hits
see.
this lamp and it goes swinging around,
Yes.
and they had to animate all the whole light changes on him, which was
Yeah.
like something they didn't have to do, but they did. So they call that bumping the lamp or bumping the light because you go that extra mile to add like details and something that you didn't really have to do.
Remember how long it took Art to make his flail with the hair?
A while.
I can imagine him just sitting there for hours, just tinkering.
Watching Martha Stewart,
I don't know.
you know,
I don't
it's
know.
like, thing.
Apparently, he just scalped that lady, and she had pretty long hair. So
Yeah, they'll probably come back for
braid
later.
braid it.
So did you
Yeah,
use
he
the
took a
flail?
break. He took a
Gotta
break
do-
to go get a pizza
Gotta add
slice.
a new thing on here, so
So do they use the flail in Terrifier 2?
you'll see.
Okay.
Like I said, I consider it one of his signature weapons.
Those
Hey, David.
those scars on her face look. The cuts on her face look amazing.
Yeah.
Damien's awesome with that kind of stuff.
Hey, David, I have a question. I'm a lover of tattoos. I have Myers, Freddy, Jason Hawk. I think Art the Clown will be my next tattoo if I get your permission.
I give you my permission. I'd be honored.
That's
There you go,
awesome.
man.
Badass.
Fuck yeah.
Oh.
What do you
Can
guys
I
think?
also-
Should I get it clean or with blood?
Bloody.
Oh, bloody.
Oh.
I say the poster.
What if you?
Well, on.
What if you got one that had like
The question
an
is,
homage
is
of like
clean?
a clean one, like a half bloody, and all bloody.
It's always bloody.
Well,
I
I'm
gotta
calling
say,
my
I
tattoo shop
just
tomorrow.
love Samantha's reactions in this scene. Where she's not even. It's just like her, like.
She's just in shock. Looks like.
I love that though. It's like, you don't really see that a lot in films, but like with her just kind of just twitching and everything.
Yeah.
Trying to take it all
She's
in.
mentally breaking down. She's in pain. All this is like there's so much going on there that I don't think gets recognized. I love it. She's so good.
No.
She's so good. I love her. She kicks ass. Oh, she's so funny in real life too. She's so awesome. Oh yeah. Oh, when he hit me in the head earlier with the tank, that's when I explained where he knocked out my contacts.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Then I come back and get him.
This-
You knocked out my
Someone-
contacts, bitch. I paid good money for those. I got them on Amazon.
Hell, there's some good stompers that he's using
Oh,
on his
yeah.
face.
This head squish is on point.
Oh yeah. Like the prosthetic that Damien made
Nice.
is insanely detailed.
Hey, look, you guys did it before Cult of Chucky and Halloween 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love how he's just standing there laughing.
It's just like-
He's like, yeah, I love that.
Yeah. This is where I feel like I got to do a little Joker in the second when I'm walking down the hall.
Yeah,
Oh.
that smile in those eyes.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I
After
just
just
in my
seeing
head
that
I was just
scene-
doing the Joker laugh. He's like,
Yeah, I can imagine like Mark Hamill
All
from.
right, so you guys were saying the other night there's a Joker that cuts his own face off and then puts it back on,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah,
the
New 52.
Joker.
Play
That's
that
one of my favorite story arcs too. Is the
Play
whole
that one.
death of the family.
Yeah.
So you can see my eyes are green
Ooh.
now.
I think you
Okay.
look better without the contacts.
I do too.
I find it scarier, and honestly,
My eyes just pop.
it gives a little bit more of like
A lot of people
human-
comment about this where they're like, "Why did she run back inside?" Well, you'll notice in the background there's a big fence. She's locked in there, so you'll notice it in the shot where there's a fence behind her. I always like because people are like, "Why'd she go back inside?" Because she couldn't.
Because
there's nowhere else to go.
Nowhere else
Yeah.
to go.
No, his horn. That's when you tell she's really being fucked with.
Yeah, I was really pulling her hair too.
Ow.
That's not her hair though in my hand.
Oh,
I was
about to say, goddamn,
Yeah,
you really were pulling.
yeah.
Little honker.
That was my idea to have like a chunk of hair in my hands when she pulls away, so it just added a little bit more to it.
Was
Yeah,
there ever
Ford
a
is
time
awesome.
on set or anything where you actually genuinely hurt one of the actors or actresses?
No,
No?
Okay.
That's good.
He's a very safe
as far as
man.
I know.
Was there
I was
ever
always checking in with them.
was there ever a time where you were just covered in blood and saw all this stuff that you just wanted to throw up?
No, not yet. You
Wait
get
till
used to
Terrifier
it.
3.
So you see the fence back there.
Yeah.
When,
Yeah.
if you
And all
look
the
hard
cars
enough.
get chopped.
Yeah, that whole thing is gated in. This is where I actually have a stunt double too, and this the one time I have a stunt double in the film. And it's our producer Phil, and it's fun because Phil,
Good old Phil.
a short little guy, he and I are opposite body wise, and he was a stunt driver. It's so funny to me.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
like, yeah, he did it in one take,
Awesome.
which you'll see in a second. I was like, there's no way they're gonna let me do this.
Yeah, look, his bed.
That's our producer Phil right there.
His head was nowhere near the top of the
I'm
truck.
sorry.
Whose idea was it for him to drive through the door?
Oh, that was Damien's.
I love him listening to the music.
Just dancing.
Actually, the song I had going in my head when I was bopping my head to was "Stuck in the Middle with You." It's my homage to Reservoir Dogs, and that's an homage
Hell
to Rod
yes.
Serling,
Oh.
because Damien loves Rod Serling. Nom 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 nom. Tasty treat.
You want to know how I got these scars?
Yeah, clown ate my face. So was he like Art? Was he actually swallowing, or was he just like chewing her up?
Oh, I was swallowing.
Critters, Blake.
Tasty
Really?
treat.
Last year.
This is a little Joker homage to the fine.
Fine.
Fun fact too, those were not our two original cops. We had one of the cops you'll see is the blonde guy in the corner scene. The other cop plays that we originally cast plays Luke Fox on Batwoman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just they did not look like cops. They were too good looking.
Oh,
They were just way too good looking for what you would think would be like a New York cop or something like that.
Yeah, I've been watching that show too. That's cool.
Yeah. No insult to but they just looked like models. They were just like they came out of Central.
I can definitely see that with the guy that they
we're
originally
like,
had.
damn it! It's like this doesn't look as realistic as Steve and Jason here.
That
look
blood
like
is so
actually
good.
cops. So it's like, yeah, that's actually the little bit of CG we have in the film is where the blood comes out of my eye.
Yeah. Like I said, I couldn't tell from any CGI in this movie. It's all really well done.
Yep. That's how CG should be.
Yes,
Yeah.
only to
Yeah,
enhance
right.
the scene in small ways.
8 quick shots too.
I just love that he takes himself out. He's just like, yep.
Like nobody else gonna take me out.
Did his gun actually go off?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you'll see the hole.
oh yeah, definitely. You can see the hole.
Okay.
See, that was our original cop. But yeah, he doesn't look like a cop.
That paramedic though.
Yeah.
So it's reminded me of like a Jason or a Michael Myers scene.
Yeah, like the end of Resurrection.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th Part 4, the beginning.
Yeah,
This was an actual morgue we shot into.
I love that.
Yeah. We tried our best to be as respectful as we could, because that's just kind of like, yeah, we can't be like disrespectful in a place of death like this.
Yeah.
Like, was this after hours, or was like there was someone working on someone like in the other room?
No, this is after hours.
Oh.
This is actually a scene that we added to the film after we first filmed. So, because like we did a screening in Telluride, Colorado for a festival, and the audience wanted more, so we're like, well, let's do a scene that leads into part 2.
Yeah.
Badass.
Yeah. So we decided, where Damien wrote this scene, it's like, here we go.
So you don't have to answer this, but like, this is this basically like, well, is Terrifier 2 going to take place like right after this?
We'll see.
Touche.
Ain't nothing in front of his face.
I love that prosthetic. It's just like, it's the amount of detail. You only see it for a split second, but I mean, that's
all you
the
need.
teeth, everything.
Whoa.
Damien made that. It was just like, good God. Like the amount of time he put into that thing just for like 2 seconds of screen time for it. It's just like,
Worked on it for a
they
while.
actually had to
probably.
cut the bottom of that bag out for me, so when I was actually in it, because I could not fit in there with my feet. So they had to cut it out so I could put my feet out.
Holy shit.
And this is when everybody realized
You shut your eye out.
This is like I said, this is Art's origin. It's like, oh,
He's a little bit more than what we've seen.
someone gave him a second chance.
Oh.
No.
Wait, would this technically make him the devil's reject?
Oh boy. Oh, no disrespect to Sid.
See the back of his hole, like Jacob Goodnight.
I had the hardest time doing that with like grabbing his throat. Oh, you see the bottom back of my head there, but like
Yes.
they had to use my bad eye for me to see through, because my good eye was covered by that prosthetic, so I have horrible depth perception. So trying to actually grab his throat in the way they want me to do it, I had to do multiple takes, and I was like, he was getting bruised around his throat because I kept on like.
I guess
hard.
I never paid attention to the fucking back of the head and stuff hanging off. I guess
Yeah,
that-
that's the back of his skull
I-
and brain.
the only reason why I said did he actually shoot himself is because maybe I thought the cop had shot him before he pulled the trigger.
No,
I never paid attention to his back of his head though.
Yeah,
now
that's
I
where
know.
the exit
Now I
wound.
know he.
Reminded me of Jacob Goodnight in that sense from
Yeah.
Scene of Evil.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very simple. All like Damien did was just put some blood on the back and attach a little bit of rubbery stuff just to hang out and make it like as
girl from
simple as that.
the beginning.
That's totally.
Bum, bum.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And that's the end.
And that was Terrifier.
That's
That was
Terrifier.
That was
It's
Awesome
sweet.
movie.
Part 2 is definitely going to be longer.
I love
yeah.
That was
I
fucking
love
badass.
that's
Is Terrifier 2 coming to Netflix?
What we hope
I
it
hope
is.
so. I hope so.
I hope so.
Yeah, we still got to finish filming the last bits of this film, and then we'll start shopping around to to all the distribution type people we want to get on board and stuff like that. So, fingers crossed. I think, I personally think Netflix would be stupid not to pick us up because we've proven to be one of their most popular films on Netflix.
Yeah, that's how I found this movie was like through Netflix.
But I mean, we still are up there in the top horror films on Netflix.
Yeah.
Bloodiest for
Everybody needs to give this a thumbs up.
Yeah,
I'm doing that right now.
Thumbs up.
Because that's what I get. I hear a lot
rating for Netflix.
Because a lot of people tell me there's not a lot of good horror films on Netflix, and I'm like, there are. You just have to find them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love The Babysitter. I think The Babysitter is fantastic.
I love The Babysitter.
Yeah,
I love that
great.
I love Samara Weaving.
I've watched it a few times because I think it's just so much. It throws a lot of conventions on their heads, which I love. Like your stereotypical heroes. Your protagonist in most horror films. Those stereotypes of the jock, the cheerleader, all those.
Yeah.
They're the villains instead. I'm like, that's brilliant. Love it.
Yeah. That's
Oh
awesome.
yeah. I
That's
love
like
Samara
Home Alone
Weaving.
if it was a horror film.
What kind of feeling do you get when you actually see your name in the credits?
It's surreal. Especially the first time when we did the screening at Lincoln Center and seeing that on the screen. Just when they said in introducing, I was like, oh my God, this is real.
Awesome.
That's badass.
I probably had little tears of joy, stream down my face at that point. So,
David,
I never imagined.
How is it to actually watch yourself?
Right? Can you tell
What's
us
that?
anything about Terrifier 2?
Like what?
Like, besides saying a lot of people die, can you tell us? Are you allowed to tell us anything? Like what happens?
Yeah, I mean, it takes place basically a year after the first one.
Okay.
And we're introducing our new protagonist in this one, which is her name's Sienna. It's her and her family.
I love her costume.
Yeah,
I've seen the photos.
Yeah, it's that costume that she's wearing is the biggest pain they asked for her to wear.
I can imagine.
We've had so many problems with that fucking costume because we had to just make it ourselves, and it's always having to be repaired. It has presented so many problems, but oh my God, it looks amazing.
It does.
It's like I know there are going to be so many people cosplaying that costume at conventions one day, and I know we're going to be like, okay, how the hell did you make this? How the hell did you do this? And
how many Art the Clown cosplays have you seen?
I've seen a lot.
Oh yeah.
It's really and a lot of different types too. There's been some gender bent ones. There've been kids dressing up like him, and they've done their own twists on them and stuff like that. So it's really cool.
I can imagine little baby
so
chunky cheeks.
Cool. Like little girls dressed as Art the Clown. It's just like
That's
what?
cool.
That's
So
amazing.
sick.
It's so cool though. It's so cool because it's like I used to cosplay as Joker a lot, and it's like I cosplay as characters that I like. So it's like knowing that so many people love the character so much that they want to take that time to really dress up like him.
Yep.
It's really cool. I mean, some people have gone the full extra mile and done the full prosthetics on their faces they've made themselves, and that's wow.
So
That's cool.
I have a thing. It's not really I guess it is kind of a question, but it goes for Mike and David. Okay, so David, Mike, he makes masks. He makes Jason masks and stuff. He was inspired by a YouTuber named Big Hush. I was just wondering, Mike, if you would make like an Art the Clown styled like Jason mask. And David, like if you could give your thoughts on it, maybe if he makes it.
That'd be cool. Yeah, like one of my friends, Rick,
I think I can do it.
He has 13X Studio that he does, and he makes a lot of different types of Jason masks and sells them at conventions, and he does an Art the Clown mask and stuff like that. So
awesome.
It's really cool. I have one of them.
Yeah, Michael makes good stuff. Michael makes good stuff too, because he gave me a Part 6 mask. It's like fucking beautiful.
Oh yeah,
I love that kind of stuff. I love seeing that kind of stuff at conventions too. It's just like
he made an NES Jason.
That's awesome.
It's glow in the dark too.
Has Kane seen any of those yet? Because I know Kane would love that kind of stuff.
Are you talking about Kane Hodder?
Yeah, Kane Hodder.
if we end up having Scarefest, I know Kane goes every year in Kentucky, and we're gonna have a big meetup there. And Michael's supposed to go, so yeah, Michael, bring some masks, bro.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
Well, if Frightmare doesn't work out, I'll probably go into Scarefest then.
Because I know Kane would definitely sign it for you and stuff like that too. Kane's awesome, dude. I don't know if you've met him before, but he's just
honestly,
he's big old.
I've been fortunate enough. He is a really nice guy.
Yeah.
I might cry if I meet him, to be honest with you.
Now with Terrifier 2 coming out, what is your thoughts on the saying that the first is always better than the second one?
I think this is going to be more like Terminator 2 type of sequel deal.
What?
I always like to call I call Terrifier 2 T2 for that very reason because Terminator 1 was great, but Terminator 2
was iconic.
Just took things to a new level, like improved on everything from the first one. That's what we've done with Terrifier 2. We've improved on everything, I feel.
Yeah.
And that's always what you just strive to do, make something better than you've made before.
We've
even if it doesn't always work out.
Everything that everybody liked about the original. Like, art's still art. The kills are still crazy and gory and all that fun stuff.
Then I'll be there.
We've improved on, especially with the plot, story developments, the character development, all that. So
for sure.
Then I'll be there.
Yeah.
You're
not going to be disappointed in the least.
That's awesome.
Like I said, first few minutes of the film, you'll already know what we're doing with it. You're going to like, okay.
Epic.
Like either you'll be able to look at that and go, I can handle this, or you'll be like, oh, nope, this is not for me.
That's awesome. It's going to be for me, man. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, guys, we've been going on for about an hour and 45. It's like it's 11 o'clock where I am right now. I'm getting a little tired, but yeah, man, it was super dope having you out on the show tonight, and it was awesome watching Terrifier with you and everybody else, man. I hope we can do the same with Terrifier 2.
We got to.
Badass.
Count me in.
Yeah.
I would love to.
I'm going to be there.
All right, guys. So I guess that concludes episode 4.
Thanks
for having me on.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, man.
Adios.
Yay.